Hey everybody, and welcome back to That Outdoor Life with Matty Payne and the MJ Dawg. So today it's absolutely beautiful out. We've got a blue sky and bearable temperatures for the winter. And we were thinking, why not take the skidoo out, go up the trail, get him some exercise, get me some fun, and at the same time feed the deer. And we were hoping you'd come along with us. So let's go for a rip. Let's go. Let's go, Bubba. All right, so the question is, do you bait deer in the winter or not? Really, do you bait deer at all? Again, in Ontario, where I'm from, up in Canada, in Ontario specifically, you are able to bait deer during the hunting season. You're not allowed to bait anything with feathers, so ducks or birds, but you can bait things with fur. So you can bait bear, you can bait deer. And I do that, partially because I work full time, partially because I just don't know how to necessarily manage the land yet, and partially because it is effective. I know there's lots of things out there about baiting and not. I'm not going to get into that in this video. My question more is, if you bait deer during the season, should you bait deer during the winter? More about, is it fair to bait them when you want them to come to harvest them versus keeping them fed all year round? And my answer to that question is, now that I have my own property and I'm trying to manage a herd on my property, I think I should do it. When I didn't have a property and I was walking into the bush and going into separate areas that weren't mine and had very limited access, I didn't have the ability to get my skidoo in there, or had to take my skidoo to get in there and then unload and do it. It's just a lot of work. But now that I live here and I spend most of my time here, I think there's a bit more of a duty to do so. And so I am doing that. So I feed them carrots and alfalfa and corn during the hunting season. I'm doing the same now, minus the carrots. They're just too hard to manage in the winter. So I've got alfalfa and corn, and that's what I've been putting out for them. I put out a bale and two 50-pound bags of corn every couple weeks. I'm here. There's still alfalfa here, you can see. So it's just something to supplement. It's hard in the winter. The snow gets deep. I just find it's something that they can come to get some good food. So that's what I'm here doing today. Beautiful ride through the trail there. Hopefully the camera's caught it, but the sun's out, the snow is glistening, and the trail is just beautiful. Had to duck a couple. I got to do some work in there. It's amazing how fast the forest grows. I really have to do some work in there and trimming that back so I'm not hitting my helmet or getting hit in the eye. So let's get this alfalfa and this corn unloaded here. Just thinking I don't have a knife. Classic. But let's get that unloaded, and then we will take a tour back down to the house. Anyways, beautiful day. My lid is ridiculous. bed head and helmet head and whatever have you, had toques on all day doing the deck. So apologize for the ridiculous hair, but at least maybe it'll make you laugh. So let's get this stuff unloaded, and then we'll head her back down. As you can see, Moose is doing a little bit of work here in the bait pile. Anyways, love to hear your comments, especially if you're from Ontario. What do you think about baiting during the winter? Not baiting overall, but just if you bait during the fall, should you bait during the winter, especially if you have your own property? Let me know. Love to hear from you. Couple apples too for them. Well, there we go. The bait's out. Hopefully the deer will be happy. Again, love to hear your comments. I know baiting is such a controversial subject. I know a lot of people think that corn's not good for their stomachs and all that kind of stuff. The reality is they eat it. Everything I've seen, they've been okay. Not a biologist by any means, and I'm not a nutritionist, but this is what I'm doing on my property. I do it during the hunting season. They come in. I'm going to continue to do it during the winter, and hopefully again it's beneficial. But again, love to hear your comments, love to hear your thoughts, and if there's a biologist or nutritionist, deer nutritionist, if that even exists, love to hear from you. I always love to learn, and this is just what I'm doing. I think it's more fair. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. You're going to catch a little bit of the tour through the bush on the way back down, and whatever you do, just remember, get outside, especially in this beautiful days in the winter. I know we all don't like winter and want spring and summer to come, but there's just some days out in the winter can't really get more beautiful. Right on. Hey!